Alright folks, welcome to the channel Skins for Life, where now I'm not even going to wear the hat because apparently Roger Goodell makes his own rules and saying that, okay, during the strike the NFL players and the organizations cannot have any contact with each other. What the hell are you doing calling Chad Ochocinco or Chad Johnson and talking to him for an hour? What are you guys talking about? Well, anyway, so I'm checking out the TSS, and those that are not familiar, the Sim Standard, and I'm watching Versus video, and he makes a great video on his preview, which is with some of his fellow moderators have made response videos to the NCAA 12 trailer, which, in my opinion, looks good, looks promising. I definitely want to see some more solid gameplay and see how this is going to turn out, because I've always liked the college. They've always had one up on Madden every single year. They seem to get it right when it comes to, especially in the replay value, dynasty mode, how they're rostered, how, for example, how you can have up to 100 players on a roster, but for some reason in Madden, with less teams, you can't have more than 53. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's a fault in the programming, and that's why Ian Cummings got the boot, because he obviously can't get it straight. I honestly think that the people making NCAA need to make Madden, because obviously they do a better job with the engine that is there. Now, there are still flaws in the game. There's still going to be some instances of warping and so on like that. But that's to compare the games is not why I'm here. The reason why I'm here because people are taking extreme views on mainly Versus video, and I'm here making a video because I was going to leave a comment on the site itself, but it was obviously too long, more than 1,000 characters and 10 paragraphs, whatever the case may be. But I want to address those folks, and you guys are going to dislike videos, that's fine. Everybody's free to do that, but don't call out somebody because he is critical of a game, but at the same time praising the game. He's not being hypocritical. He's not doing that at all. The whole point of the Sim Standard is to label what simulation is in simulation as far as football is concerned, and how it should be implemented in the games, like 2K Sports, like Microsoft when they did their football franchise. I think Sony / 99 Studios when they did the football. Even though there's been no mention of them because they've been long gone, and how EA should implement fundamentals as far as football is concerned in their games. Now, we're talking about NCAA 12, which hasn't gotten the negative press as much as Madden has. So we soon forget that the TSS was created in response to what a former lead designer, Ian Cummings, has said on a podcast about the YouTube community. J Music is the one that made the call. TSS was then formed. Originally Apex was a part of the call, but he has a higher calling, so he's no longer here. And Versus went away for a little bit, came back. He's doing the same exact thing. People didn't like him for whatever reason because it seemed like he was quote unquote a fanboy EA, but that is definitely not the case. He, just like everyone else that are moderators on the TSS, are expressing an open-minded view of these games, as Sim Football Critic did in All Pro Football, noting that there are flaws in that game. Now, are we going to call that a bad game? It's a good question, because some people who think that if one or two flaws appear in a game, then that's a bad game. ESPN 2K5 had flaws, All Pro Football, and I remember my frustration with All Pro Football 2K8 because of the fact that it was just too many broken tackles. Just like the same complaint that there was in Madden. Right out the box, too many broken tackles. So I don't see what the big deal is about, calling out somebody when they're stating both sides. They're really being fair versus being totally biased and totally closed-minded. I look at it like this. What's the point of being a part of the TSS and being subscribed to the TSS if you already have your mind made up about, either certain folks, moderators, other subscribers, comments and stuff like that? Definitely trolling is never appreciated. Oli, Marty Mar, whatever your name is, I don't know you. I just know that you troll a lot. Went as far as made a music video about Apex. That was, I think you were obsessed when you made that video, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, but I think that is a little taking it too far. That was a while ago. But yeah. So remember, when you're watching these videos, that you have to be open-minded to really get a full grasp of what each moderator is saying, or you won't get it, and you'll click the dislike button just because it says Madden. Versus made a good point. If it said NCAA 2K12, would you dislike the video? I don't know. The question's out there. Would you? If you have a response, you know what to do. Peace.